Hey guys,
Hey everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Wow, we're at 2026 already.
Is this the fifth already?
Yes, it is. It is the 5th. I
I
just
don't know
checked
the
my
date
phone to
anymore.
double check that.
I don't know the date anymore, ever. It's got nothing to do with the holidays.
Yeah. It's just
And
the
it's got
spring
everything to
time.
do with my new work schedule. I just don't know the date anymore.
I know. It's horrible. Man, it's crazy to think we're already in 2026, 5 days into 2026 already. Wow.
Last year went so fast for me.
It did. It skated by. Whew. A lot of
It
good, a
went
lot of
so
bad.
fast. Right. I feel like there was so much that I wanted to get done that I didn't, but on the other hand, I got so much done that wasn't even on my list. So I guess it's okay.
I think it's crazy too, because like I think if you would have told me January of 2025 where I would be now, I wouldn't have believed you.
Right?
That was before
Same.
I ever messaged you, anything like that. Like
Same.
I think it's crazy to think looking back at 2025 what what we experienced and what we got looking forward to this year.
Right. So just curiosity, are you a New Year's resolution person?
No, never have been, I guess.
Me neither. It's not my thing. First of all, if there's something I need to work on and I need to change, why the fuck am I going to put that off for a
Right.
specific date on the calendar? If I need to work on it that bad, I need to start today,
Right. Right.
not
And I guess
360 days from now.
right. Like I guess that's like if there's something that I notice that I want changed or I need to change, I try to just do it then. I yeah, I guess it's sort of I guess the closest thing you could say for me as far as like is really just reflection, kind of what I was just doing in the sense of like look at what just happened the past year. What did I learn? What did I experience? And based off of all of those experiences, what do I want 2026 to look at? Which, funny enough, that's kind of what we're just going to be talking about today. There's a lot of things that we have on our plate this year that I'm really, really excited for. I think there's a lot of things that people have to look forward to. And so that's what we're mainly going to be doing today is just kind of looking at some of the things that we have 100% planned, letting you guys know when those are, when it's going to be happening. And then there's the things that are more of we're looking into it or we're doing them right now. And we can't wait for you guys to experience that with us. So it's going to be all about 2026 today, and probably reflect on some of the things that happened in 2025. I mean,
For sure.
it was such a big year, especially for me.
I was going to lie and say that yes, I've made a New Year's resolution to answer all of my messages in a timely fashion.
So far, are you living up to that resolution?
Um, Probably better than I did at any point during last year, but I
Wow.
didn't really make that resolution. So it's a coincidence that I'm actually doing that.
Right, right.
I don't throw the word coincidence around very often because I believe in things deeper than that. But this is truly a coincidence that I'm answering my messages for the first 5 days of the year.
Right, right. I guess technically the only thing I could say as far as like something that I really do want to do better for 2026, and you know this obviously because of how close we are and how much we talk about it, that the people watching won't really know, is something that I struggle or I battle against, I guess, is mental health type things. And there was a here recently there was a period of time where I was struggling with some just mental health stuff. I kind of went into like a depression mode, and the viewers would probably definitely notice it because we haven't had a mainline episode come out in a little bit. Also, due to the fact that the current project I'm working on is just it takes a lot more for it to be done. So I'm really trying to do my best with it. But with that being said, I think the thing that I really want to focus on with 2026 is just trying to keep my mental health in a good state, which I think is good for everybody. Um, and sort of, I guess, just sort of enjoy life, if that makes any sense, you know, because I think sometimes, especially for myself, I get caught up with everything that's going on, all the busy things around me and stuff like that, that I forget to sort of take a step back and just enjoy all the little things. And
Right.
that was one of those things, especially with what we're doing right now, that for 2026 is going to be doing it to the capacity that it never loses the love we have for it, because everything we do here is a labor of love. It's because we love doing it, and I don't ever want to lose that. So that's my resolution, I guess, for this year, if you want to call it
Well, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for confronting that, for recognizing it, for doing what you need to do to take care of it, and even for bringing it to the table here. I'm proud of you for that.
that. Yeah, I appreciate that, and that's kind of the message I want to send to everybody out there too, is because if there is anybody out there that is struggling with mental health, depression, anything like that, like, one of the issues that I have a lot of times is I don't seek help, or I guess I should say I don't talk about it enough, I think. I sort of bottle everything up until it gets to a point where I really feel it. And I want to really, for myself and for everybody out there that might be experiencing that, like, don't do that. Don't ever be afraid to just talk. Like, so that's like, if anybody out there is experiencing anything, like, I'm always open. Like, contact me on this channel, on Facebook, wherever it is. Like, if you want somebody to talk to, I'm always open to talk, because I know what that's like. And it's a heavy burden that I don't want anybody else to experience sometimes the way that I experience it. And that's something that I'm going to work really hard to for this year, is just acknowledging it when I first feel it, or like you kind of said, do the things that I need to do to kind of take care of myself first. But that's where it's like, again, like, I love everything that we're doing on this channel. And so I'm not really going to get too much into what I'm about to say, because we literally just mentioned this, like, very briefly, before we started the stream. And so we really don't even have a full thing about this, but I do kind of want to put it out there a little bit. We were kind of discussing, because there's a lot of things I get into. As everybody can see, I'm a huge, like, nerd. This is venom for who doesn't know this. I don't know why you wouldn't. Like, get a life if you don't, but, like, it's whatever. But I'm a huge pop culture nerd, everything about that. I also have this huge dream of, like, making my own scripted movie, stuff like that. So something we were kind of just toying around with is expanding our channel, sort of, to Crooked Path Paranormal will always be here, and that will basically cover everything that we do that's involved in the paranormal scheme of everything. But we were kind of talking about possibly maybe expanding our brand with maybe a new name, something like that, that Crooked Path Paranormal would fall under the umbrella, but maybe starting another podcast series where we cover more like pop culture type stuff, like for all people that are into that kind of things, where we review, theorize stuff about everything in pop culture. Where I could put, maybe we're talking about possibly writing and directing our own movie that would be scripted this year, looking into it. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities that I kind of want to maybe dip my toes in the water a little bit, and that we want to experience this year and for years to come, because I don't know. I'm just one of those people. I get involved in so many different things, and I kind of want a way to experience all of those avenues. And I love this channel. I love all of you guys watching. I love working with Christopher. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. Like I just want to really be able to experience all that we possibly can. So we were kind of talking about possibly doing that, but we really don't have much of that figured out. So I can't really give too much details on it at the moment, but I did want to throw it out there. So if anybody is interested in that, please just let us know, and uh, you'll have something to look forward to other than the paranormal stuff that we do.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it to give people something to look forward to, even if we don't have all the details yet. Just why not?
Again, it's a new year, new experiences. You know what I mean? I think I never want to stop growing and adapting. You know what I mean? This is a crazy life. I mean, that's why I'm not
Right.
like, you know what I mean? It's whatever we can do.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, some of the things that we have that we do know the dates for that I'll let you sort of kind of really give for people are some of the paracons and events that we're going to be doing this year that people can actually come and meet us physically, which would be an absolute dream. Like for all the people that are watching our channel that would love to meet us, or if we've already met you, I always love seeing you guys again. Please come out and see us. So I'll let you kind of take over and what do we got to look forward to this year?
I am not going to go in order here. I'm going to jump around a little bit.
Right.
And I'm going to start with the second weekend of September. So this would be the weekend after Labor Day. I believe the 11th and 12th are the dates. I might be a day off either direction, but it's
No,
that same.
I think that's spot on, the 11th and 12th.
This is the first ever Cleveland Paracon, and myself and the incredibly talented Steph Pitts of Haunted Havens are putting on this event, and we're slowly announcing our vendors and our special guests. The event schedule's coming together with some panels. This is going to be a really, really big event in a historic building in downtown Cleveland. I don't think there's anything else like this. And I'm sure everybody says that about their con, but I'm saying it. This is really going to be an incredible event and an incredible location with incredible people.
Hell yeah. I mean, based off of everything that I know about it, in the different Paracons that I've been to, not even as a vendor, but just as a guest experiencer, I would agree with you based off of what you've told me about it. I don't think there's another Paracon quite like it. I think it has its own sort of unique twist, and I'm really excited to see what you put together there. It's so cool, so
Yeah,
cool.
I'm excited. It's going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, we will have a table at FCI Con, ISS Con, and MadCon. FCI Con this year, Fairfield County Infirmary, is the first weekend of June. ISS Con is the last weekend of August.
Mm-hmm.
And MadCon, Madison Seminary, is the third weekend of September. We'll definitely have a table at all three of those. I mean, it goes without saying that I'll be at FCI Con. As their house psychic, I can't not be there. I think the
Right.
building would revolt if I weren't there.
Right.
All the ghosts would go on strike.
Oh my god, that would be, yeah, it probably would be bad.
It would the strike, the leader would be whatever is in the monkey room. Just everything would go on strike. They'd be quitting.
And hey, if you're wondering out there what he's referencing, go watch our movie on YouTube, Fairfield County Infirmary.
You will know all about the monkey room.
You will know all about it from that film. That's a good segue into that. That's a way to advertise.
Right? That was brilliant.
I know, that's where like the thing that we did at the Crawford Paracon I really like and I want to do for all the Paracons this year. But we had my iPad set up at the table actually playing the movies and stuff like that. So at this year I want to do that for whatever Paracon. Now I understand that like at say the Cleveland Paracon we won't have one necessarily directly for that individual place, but I'll play whatever one that we're either advertising or whatever it is that we're doing. But like Fairfield, I'd definitely be playing the Fairfield movie.
Right,
Madison, I'll
Madison?
definitely be playing the Madison series. Like I like doing that. I think it's kind of cool for people to walk up and be like, oh, like I either you'll be like, hey, I watched that episode, or you'll be like, hey, what's that? And they'll be like, oh, check this out.
Right. And I mean, who knows? We might have ISS out by then. That's August. So maybe, maybe not.
I'd hope so. I would hope so. Now,
Well, I mean,
I do have a little control over that, so that's where it's like it's up to me to get that out there.
well,
But
I know the one you're working on right now is a longer one, more of a series with multiple parts.
it's more
So,
of a series, and that's partially why too. It's gonna take a little bit longer to get it out there. Especially because I think what I want to do is I want to have the entire series completely finished and then release the episodes maybe weekly is what I'm thinking. So it's
Yeah.
just because it's so much more of an actual challenge versus the movies I've made. It's why it's going to be a little bit longer. So it's like I I apologize to everybody out there that's like, hey, where's the latest episode at? Um, but I promise you, I think it'll be worth it. I hope you guys at home think it's worth it when it comes out. And that's kind of like my thinking behind it is I'm trying to put the right amount of time and effort into it so that when you watch it you actually can really enjoy it rather than if I was to try and rush and it kind of be a big ball of crap if that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm sort of taking my time and really trying to make it something special so that way it's something that you'll watch and you'll be like, I want to watch it again. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what I'm really focusing on is I think this year too for 2026 again back to the sort of resolution in a way I guess if you want to call it, it is I almost want to focus a lot more on quality over quantity because don't get me wrong, the more that we can get out there, that's awesome. That's great. But I think in my mind, I really want to focus on quality because what's the point of putting out 20 videos if they're all crappy rather than, 5 to 10, but they're awesome. Like you
Right.
love these episodes. So really focusing on quality over quantity. And I think I hope that you guys as the viewers appreciate that when it's actually out there.
Right. That makes sense.
Just, fruit for thought.
Absolutely. So another event we got out there is the Parapsychon, the
Yeah.
weekend after Mother's Day. This is Saturday and Sunday at the Ohio State Reformatory. So we'll be able to play a video there.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to throw one more thing about that weekend. The night before, that Friday night, at the Ditto House in West Point, Kentucky, there's going to be a book release party, a book written by author Brian Paoni. He's written a book that takes place inside the historic Ditto House. If you look up the Real Ditto House on Facebook, that's the Facebook page for the place. And there'll probably be details about the book release on there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason I'm going to be at this event. I may or may not have a role in that book. So we'll just leave that at that.
I would lean more towards you do based off of what I know, but that's why
that.
You can say that.
We'll just say there's a pretty fascinating and very handsome character in the book that I think everybody should want to pay attention to.
I didn't know he wrote me in the book.
Well done.
This is news to me. Just kidding. I'm not in that book. But hey, if he's ever looking for another character to add to his book, I'm more than welcome to give my biography. That is awesome, though. I'm actually really excited for that book to come out because I definitely want to read this book.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
I was going to use that as a segue into something, but I'm not because it would be giving away too much. So I'm just going to move on.
You know what the possibility is, actually. I don't know how much this would be feasible, but imagine the book comes out and then like a little bit of time passes by and we discuss with him making the movie adaptation to the book. That'd be cool.
I like this.
You know what I mean?
I like this a lot.
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell if we were able to do something like that.
Yeah, it would. And I'd pretty much just get to play myself.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I know.
unless this is one of those moments. No, Zeke, this isn't your story.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we made like a scripted movie about us and we went through the process of like choosing the actors to play us?
Oh my God. I don't even know where I'd begin.
I know where I would begin. I would hit up Chris Hemsworth to play me.
Okay.
Because I think we look a lot alike.
All right. I'll go
So
with
you
that.
know who Chris? So
I
you know
do.
who Chris
Yes.
Hemsworth? Okay, I was
Yes,
like,
I
this is a
actually
this
do.
is meant to be a joke because like I look nothing like Chris Hemsworth, but it'd be fucking funny if I.
I don't even know where I would begin. Seriously, for myself.
You
I
know
got
who I
nothing.
would if I had my dream pick for you as to who would play you? Phenomenal fucking actor, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, he is very good. I know
Very,
I know
very
who
good.
that is as well.
Let's say he plays Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but
Right.
he does all kind of roles. I think he kind of looks like you in a sense.
Interesting. I'll have to
I
compare.
if I had my pick of who would play you, if I could like pick any like A star actor, that would be him. I think I would want Benedict Cumberbatch to play you.
Interesting. I can live with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. I think one of the events that I'm potentially the most excited about this whole year is the last weekend of July, our Squatchman event.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of forgot about that until you just said it. I
I'm
feel like
so
we have.
excited for this. We're
Oh
bringing
my
the
god, yeah.
legendary Squatchman to ISS to look for Bigfoot.
I know. And what's cool about that, because like you've got the Cleveland Paracon as like your baby, like that's your Paracon.
Right.
Now, I may or may not be a special guest, and might be on a panel. We're not 100% sure right now, but I could be. So, if you want to hear me talk about some crazy things on a panel, you might want to show up for that reason. Who knows? But but the Squatchman, the that one, that's it is an actual Crooked Path Paracon. Like that'll be our first official one.
Right. And we've
So
also got an event booked at FCI this year, too. Just a date that we secured for an FCI event.
I know. Yes, we got all kinds of shit to be like really excited about this year.
We do. I'm super excited for this year. I'm also putting out there our first ever psychic fair at FCI.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have 4 psychics offering readings during the day, and then the evening there'll be a ticketed investigation with the psychics.
That'll be so fun.
And they're all going to be really good psychics because they're all going to be handpicked by me.
Right?
Well, I can't
Right?
just let anybody run amok in my building. I mean, it's not
Uh,
my building, of course,
well, yeah, right, right.
but, and I felt this way in other locations too. When I'm working within a location that means something to me,
Mm-hmm.
I need to be aware of who I'm mixing my energy with because the building and the spirits connect to that and
Oh, right,
associate you with that. I mean, I know I told you a story of one of my visits to the Bell Mansion,
right.
which that's going to take me down a different road right now. I believe this weekend was the last weekend that they were open. They closed this weekend. They're transitioning to new owners. I've seen some pictures of the place completely empty, and I see a lot of people who are really grieving that location right now. And
Yeah,
my heart is just broken for them. I mean, I don't have a connection to that location like that. I'm always
right.
sad to see any location go away, but seeing the people who are truly grieving that location right now,
Oh,
my
for
heart,
sure.
killing me.
Yeah.
But before I sidetracked, I've told you a story of an event I was at the Bell Mansion where I was invited to stay for the evening investigation with this group, and I chose not to, knowing that in a week I would be back for a private investigation. And I was looking at some of what was going on with this group and going, I don't want the ghosts here to associate my energy with that during my private.
Right.
So that's why I'm very particular too, who will be working with me at the psychic event
It,
at FCI.
it makes sense. I get 1,000% what you're saying. It
It's
makes a
not
lot of
because
sense.
I'm an asshole. Well, maybe I am.
I don't. I don't. That's all for that's like one of those things that it's all up for what people. It's all up for interpretation because sometimes I get told I'm an asshole, but it just I speak my mind. I don't know, like if I feel very strongly about something. Hell, look at like the thing we were talking about whenever we were talking about the Blair House.
Right.
There might be some people out there that really strongly disagree with what we're saying, what we said, or what we are saying, and are like, "You guys are assholes." It's like, hey, I'm just saying how I feel. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. It's up for interpretation.
Right.
But
I've been called worse than asshole.
that's true. Right? I think we all have at some point or another. Um, speaking of like another sort series, I actually want to call this a series of events. Now we don't have any dates as of right now because we're still sort of figuring out how this is going to work and everything. But another thing that we have that's really exciting coming up this year is anybody that is familiar with the old Paulding Jail. We are possibly going to be hosting a few public events at the old Paulding Jail this year. Like I said, we don't really have any secure dates right now, but it's something we're trying to figure out with the place right now. So we're throwing that out there that like keep an eye out for that because we're most likely going to have a few events there. So if there's anybody want to come hang out with us at that place, stay vigilant in looking for that because we're going to be advertising the hell out of it once we get an actual schedule together.
It's an amazing place.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm so excited for the opportunity to get it there. I gotta again shout out like I feel so honored that we were asked to even do that. So
For sure.
like I really have to just thank you so much.
It's an amazing location. It's another one that I feel very strongly about the spirits there and how I represent myself there and those whose energy I'm willing to connect to there.
Right.
Because
Right.
I mean, as you know, the spirits from that place move around with me sometimes. They end up in other places, as you've learned.
Right. Yeah, even when we don't know they're gonna show up, they just randomly come through on an Estes method, and we're like, what?
When you told me about that, who came through, I looked at you like you were having a stroke.
I know. I remember. I was trying to explain it to you, and you're like, "What? Like, who came through?" And I was like, "Yeah, believe it or not, that's who came through." It was awesome. So that's another one of those ones that I'm excited for it to eventually be out there because that was a fun experience, and that was actually our very first collaboration ever with anybody, and that was with Damien from 27 Spirits, which again, shout out to him. It was an awesome experience, and I can't wait to get that video out there and maybe do it again with him sometime, which kind of segues into another thing we have to look forward to is this year we have a possibility for a lot of different collaborations with other people and groups this year, which is like I mentioned to you several times at the end of 2025 was really something I wanted to focus on for 2026 was working with other people and other groups. And again, we don't have a lot that's necessarily 1,000% secured, but we've been in talks with a lot of different people and groups, and it's looking like most likely a lot of them we're going to be able to work with this year, and I'm super excited for it.
Right. Me too. There's so many different things in different directions that it'll be very interesting to see when all those different directions start to connect. Ooh, I don't even know if I want to put that out there. Scratch that. I'm not putting that out there.
Wait,
Horrifying.
let me get out my memory pen from like Men in Black. Just nope. Forget that.
That idea is
Brain wipe.
horrifying. No, I'm not opening
Brain
that door. I'm not inviting that.
Brain wipe. You don't remember what was just said. Well, then again, technically, we didn't even mention any of the names of the people we would be working with, so
Right.
I guess that's not really as much of a like. We didn't really spoil too much, but I mean,
if all that connects, I'm going home. That's my line. I'm going home.
very, very true. if some of the things that we're kind of like potentially working with, like projects wise with other people, if they somehow connect to the things that we've been working on separately, like, oh my god, nope, going home. Like,
right. I'm taking my adorable little Boston Terrier coffee mug and I'm going home.
So you've got your cup. I'm sorry, Kim. I've got to disappoint you. I don't have a red Solo cup with me today. I actually don't have any drink today. All I got is my little pen that I was using to write things down before we actually started the session here.
Granted, this is actually part of the cup, but next time you should wrap a little scarf around your red Solo cup.
The next time I get one, yeah.
I'm going to start doing random things like that with something that's in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's doctored in a random fashion.
Right.
Just to see if people notice.
That's like, I had this thought that I thought would be kind of funny. Like it would literally mainly be for Kim, but it'd be like, say we were like doing a movie or something like that, like an actual scripted one, and I would put in the background of scenes like a random red Solo cup somewhere and see how many she could notice every time I do it in a scene. Just like have a random one.
That would be
or like,
fun.
Or like in the movie, I'd have somebody drinking and they drink out of a red Solo cup. Just have it randomly pop up at times.
What if it gets to a point where we start going places and randomly finding them? And where we're finding them, it always represents something big, something we need to be looking into. It's a message. What if that becomes a message?
I could see it being a thing just because, like, as we've sort of been led to believe this year, it's like, especially with the term synchronicity, where it's basically the universe putting things in front of you for you to notice it specifically. It's always going to be something that, like, it's not going to be something so random that, like, you wouldn't notice it. It's going to be something that you specifically are going to notice. Like, for instance, like, you know how, like, everybody has, like, the whole, they believe cardinals are angels type of thing. Like, I believe that's like one of those things where it's like, whenever, say, a loved one is around, that's a cardinal might show up for those people because that's their way of like noticing it, and they're like, oh, that's like somebody that I know, that whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, it's there for you to notice it. So for us, it could be anything of that sort. It could be a red Solo cup. We just
That reminds me that I need to have a talk with all my loved ones before they die. When you come back to me as a sign, do not give me anything with wings. No bats, no cardinals, no butterflies, nothing. You can give me a chupacabra. You can give me a saber-toothed tiger. You can give me an alligator. I don't care how dangerous it is, as long as it doesn't have wings.
Can you imagine if any of them, though, that like they do what you're telling them to do, but they show up as a Huey Lewis album?
Oh. As long as I don't have to hear it.
It'd just be like every time you're in the car, a Huey Lewis song will pop up.
Oh. That'd be horrible. That would be worse than something with wings. I'd rather have bats.
Wow. That's saying something there. That's sending a message.
Last night I was driving home. I don't even know where I was coming from. Oh, I did a tarot party yesterday at someone's house.
Oh,
I was driving home and I actually saw bats flying around outside.
that's weird.
It was odd. It was very unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean, they should not be out and about right now. Almost made me wonder if they're sick.
I don't know, but I also sort of like for the new year and symbolism and stuff like that. I mean, how many times did we talk about? I think part of your journey for 2026 is like overcoming that fear. And so,
Right.
what if that was like almost a reminder? Again, that'd be something that you would notice that was weird, that the bats were out. Maybe it's just sort of a friendly reminder of like, hey, like it's well, especially with some of the things that we're getting ready to possibly dive into here in February.
I see where you're going.
You see where I'm going with this, like overcoming that fear before certain events happen. Like maybe that was sort of a reminder that you needed to be reminded of.
I'm much more comfortable with the other sign I got yesterday. I was taking down our solstice trees yesterday, and a spider just came right down from the tree on one strand of web, just lowered itself down in front of me. I was good with that. I'm taking that as a sign of good luck for the new year, a reminder to keep creating all the symbolism around the spider. I'll take every bit of that.
Remind me when we're done recording. I need to bring the idea of the web. I
Oh,
need to talk to you about that again. I don't really want to dive into it for this because it's gonna just go down a road that we're not really ready to talk about on screen. But remind me about that because what we were talking about before the stream, it jumped me back into, and I think there's another layer
oh,
possibly.
all right. We'll both hang on to that for now.
Yeah, we're both gonna hang on to that one for there. There it is, trademark. Put it out there.
So we could talk about even some of the new locations we're looking at going this year. We're trying to get the Monroe House booked. We've never been there together. You've never been there.
Yeah, I've never been there.
And as of this morning, I'm looking at a possibility for getting us to Waverly.
Right. I I really hope we'll be able to go there because that's one of those locations that has been on my bucket list for I don't even know how long at this point.
It's an incredible location. And for me, whether I am actively involved in something, like if I'm tapping into something and working through something, or if I'm just wandering the building, no matter what, I'm just happy to be there. It's such a great location.
Right.
I mean, I can go there and have a completely quiet night where nothing happens. I don't tap into anything, and I won't leave feeling like I wasted my time. I'll leave feeling fulfilled just because I was there.
Right.
It's such a great location. And that, of course, is the first place I ever had the experience of letting the kids draw with my hands. It was the first place that ever happened.
That's interesting.
Yep. Very interesting. It's a great place. I really want to get back into their body shoot. I didn't go last time because someone I knew had been there 2 weeks before, and they said there were bats in the body shoot. It's too narrow. I would still be in there. I would still be in there on the floor crying. You'd never get me out. So I didn't get to go in the body shoot last time, but I love the body shoot. The first time I was there, I was like a kid. I just skipped down the stairs all the way to the bottom and was happy to be in there.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for you to experience the body shoot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say my thoughts that it's not haunted, but there's an energy in there.
That's interesting. Okay.
And the energy has a consciousness. That's all I'll say. But I'm not going to say it's haunted. Specifically, the body shoot. I mean, the building is very haunted.
Right. No. I follow what you're saying.
Interpret that I'm saying Waverly's not haunted because it
is.
No.
Yeah. No, I follow what you're saying. I guess I'm really curious by that concept because you're saying that there is an energy, which we believe that that's energy is simply what spirits are made of, and that it has a consciousness, which then would therefore make it an intelligent entity. And you're saying that it's not necessarily haunted.
Right.
The
It's not
concept.
haunted, it's inhabited. There's a difference to me right now when I talk
Okay.
about this. It's not haunted,
Okay.
it's inhabited.
Okay. I am very interested by this now.
Yeah, I won't say anymore. I will wait to get your thoughts when you're actually there.
Well, you're right. Okay. Now I'm really curious. Now you've got my mind like in scrambles.
As for the body chute being haunted by those who died there, I don't know. I've said many times that I don't even find cemeteries to be the most haunted places, at least not by the spirits of those whose bodies are there.
It's more of an energy.
Right. So the body chute's the same thing to me. The people that went through that were already dead. Like the people in the cemetery, they're dead. Their ghosts aren't going to go hang around their bodies. Their ghosts are going to go hang around where they were drawn when they were alive.
Right. Right. I see what you're kind of saying here.
And I think more often than not, when people connect to something in a cemetery, it's not the spirit of a person that's there. Not that that can't happen.
Right. Right. Right.
But I think it's all the energy people put into that cemetery, their grief, their anger. Well, I mean, the five the 5 stages of grief themselves. What if all that emotion creates something, and that's the energy people connect to in the cemeteries?
I mean, essentially, what you're talking about is the idea of what we already believe in. It's the creation of an egregore.
Right, which is one of my favorite words and concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this really rabbit holed.
I know. I know. Not in a bad way, in a
We
good way.
started in the body shoot, and then no, we started talking about 2026, then we ended up in the body shoot, and now we're here. Wow.
Oh, I know.
Another location that I haven't even had a chance to talk to you about this yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I think you know of the existence of this place, but the fact that it just opened, the owner of ISS bought a jail out that way.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
And
okay.
it just opened for bookings.
Oh, right.
I've never been. I want to get in there very badly.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean, honestly, I like watching you work in haunted jails. The way you connect and the way you work through things with your background and what you do, I think it's really fucking cool. I like watching you work in haunted jails. I think it's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely would love to experience that place as well.
So that's about all that I've got on my radar for new locations for right now. Well,
Right.
I'd kind of like to get you to Broadwell too.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
an easy one.
yeah, you know me. It's like anywhere that you bring to my radar, I'm pretty much going to be down to go to. Like, there's really not going to be ever any place that you're like, hey, I want to go here, and I'm like, no, I'll go anywhere. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of this year is just besides like the new locations, it's going to be wrapping up some of the things that we've already started to dive into in 2025 and kind of just seeing where the roller coaster of a ride takes us.
Right. Right. I'm actually going to be in a new location this coming weekend.
Oh, really?
I'll be at the Asher Walton House.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've never been. I've heard it's very cold inside in the winter.
Oh, have fun with that then.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. No, I actually am excited. I know nothing about this location. I can't wait to check it out. It's very close to the Rhodes Hotel. They're both in Atlanta, Indiana.
Right, okay. That should be fun though.
Now I find myself wondering exactly how close Atlanta, Indiana is to other Indiana cities that have locations. I'll save that for later. I have a little digging to do.
as we always kind of do.
Always. I'd be bored otherwise.
I know there's so many things that we're like constantly always getting involved in.
I know. And another thing on my mind, I really want to do some more CE5 work this year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're going to be doing it at our one event with Squatch Man.
Oh,
That's you know what I mean. So like, we're definitely going to be doing it. But I agree. I want to focus on a little bit of that, and then like one of the things too that I eventually at some point want to do, and this might be one of those things because like based off of like interactions I've had with certain people that I've been like, oh, like this might be like something for you to get in on. I haven't had a lot of great response from people, so I might end up just doing this by myself. But I want to do some cave dwelling a little bit this year. I want to
oh.
go. I want to go down to some of the caves that are connected to the Appalachian Mountains and the Mammoth Cave system this year.
As much as we both know that caves are filled with bats,
Right.
you're going to have a hard time getting me to say no to going into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So, bats or not, I'd have a real hard time turning away from that.
Right.
For many reasons.
Oh, right.
I will deal with the bats.
Yeah, it's been on my radar for a little bit now.
I will absolutely deal with them for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say the location that this happened at because eventually the video will come out about this.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't that long ago that we were somewhere where, based on the course of our night, Zeke had to take over because of what we were working on. And there was a bat flying around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was all right because he was in the driver's seat.
Right.
So I guess if it gets bad, I have a way out.
That's fair.
We'll just let Zeke in the driver's seat if the bats are too bad.
That's fair.
What could go wrong letting Zeke run amok in the Appalachian Mountains?
Who knows? You might find the Wendigo. Who knows?
Probably, and he'd try to take it home or something.
I mean, I would. I'd try to trap the damn thing. I got proof. It's here.
He'd try to befriend it and take it home.
Right.
It was always said about him, too, that if anybody would be likely to get rabies. Oh my God, there's a concept. Rabid cryptids.
Ooh. 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 I think they're bad enough as is.
It's like the day the Ohio rabies pamphlet at FCI ended up in the monkey room, and I was just like, no, we're not having monkeys with rabies. No.
Right. Dude, that's funny. Yeah, we just got so much going on for this year that I'm truly excited to kind of dive down all these different roads, and then with this new idea of possibility expanding the brand that you and I are creating, I like the idea of it and exploring different avenues of all the things that we're into and stuff like that. Like I don't know, I like the idea of it, and I think it's gonna be a huge year for us. I really do.
I think so. And it should be a lot of fun at the same time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a great year.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything else that I need to talk about for this episode. So
No, I think we're good. So, I mean, I'll I'm going to let people know that for next time, we're talking about bringing in a guest. So
Yes.
something for people to look forward to.
Absolutely.
We have a couple possibilities. So either way, we're going to make it happen.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Well, thanks for listening to us ramble on about 2026 for this year. We hope that you
Rabid
guys,
cryptids and all.
right, everywhere that we went today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We enjoyed, going on this path with you guys. And stay tuned for next week's episode, where we are most likely going to have some form of a guest join us and talk about something else crazy. So until next
It might
time.
be a cryptid.
Could be. Who knows? Who
If
knows?
goes into the mountains and
Could be
captures
Bigfoot. Who knows?
between now and
We'll get
next
big.
week, that
We'll
might
get
be our
Bigfoot on
guest.
the show. We'll get Bigfoot on the show. Who knows?
I might have a way to make that happen.
We get Squatch Man, and Squatch Man brings Bigfoot with him.
Right. Or I can just get a gorilla suit like we found hanging in the closet at the Pythias.
You know what's funny about that is actually I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure my dad still has our old Bigfoot costume. So
I'll never forget when I put on that gorilla suit and I like snuck down the hallway and just peeked around the corner, and Dawn and Kennedy were sitting on the couch, and then I pulled my head back and Kennedy said something like, "What is that hideous thing peeking at us from around the corner?" And now that I think about it, I don't know who actually said that, but it's okay. It did not have the desired effect I wanted. I should have just barged in the room. I should have just like run in instead.
Right. Right.
There's always next time.
There's always next time.
All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.